Hey everybody, it's John at the Gloucester Library, and for today's Let's Draw a surfer. Alright, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a wave kind of curling over top of them and have my surfer here in the middle. So let's start with our surfer. Try to see if you can fit them all in this little spot here. So I'm going to draw the head here. I'm going to draw it kind of small, so I don't want to fit their whole body on here. So that's like the bottom of their head right there. And then I'm going to draw them kind of bent over a little bit. So I'm going to have like the neck come down like that into the top of the shoulders. And then for one arm's coming down for balance. So I'm going to draw the arm coming down like that. So that's the upper arm. And then we're going to do the lower arm. Just do like a little bump for the elbow. And then you see how like it gets thinner as you go down. It tapers down as you get to the end of the arm, down here to the wrist. And then have her hand kind of outstretched. So that's going to be like the top here, and then these are the sides of the palm, like that. And then I'm going to have like the thumb just kind of relaxed, coming down like that. And I'm going to do these little U shapes here for the knuckles. Knuckles on the hand, and I'm going to have the fingers just kind of relaxed too. It's going to be like 3 little segments there, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then these ones are going to get a little bit more hidden, so we'll have like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then these ones we're only going to see one segment of each of them kind of hiding behind the rest of the hand. And then I'll do like just little lines here for fingernails. There we go. And then they're kind of bent over, so I'm going to have their back start here and kind of curve down and come out to the waist. Same here. I'm going to have the waist kind of curve in and then come up. And I have a mine's going to be a female surfer, so she's going to have a little bit of a figure there. And this arm has that little bump for the shoulder. This one's going to be kind of outstretched to kind of help with balance. And draw the upper arm coming out, and then the lower arm, the forearm. Just notice how it tapers, gets closer and closer together as you get to the wrist. And then we're going to have the top of the hand and the top of the thumb there, this part coming out. And we're going to draw the thumb just kind of relaxed again. Draw a little thumbnail. And this is the bottom part of the hand in here. And we'll draw the fingers similar to this, but from this angle rather than more up. So like straight on like we did the other one. So from this angle, we'll do like 1, 2, maybe 3 little knuckles show in there, and then have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 little segments there for the each of the little joints in the fingers, and then this one kind of beside it, and these ones start to get hidden a little bit. Maybe we can see like the little pinky poking out from the bottom there. Alright, And then I'm going to draw the legs. And the legs are going to, the upper legs, the thighs, are going to kind of almost come out straight across. So we're going to start that right here. Have this one come out. And then use that as a guide for the one on this side. Have this one come out, come up to the waist. And then we're going to have the knee, the knee right here and right here. And then let's draw the bottom of the thighs. So I have that kind of come up, overlaps my hand a little bit, so try not to draw through your hand if yours overlaps your hand as well. And then curves up to here. And we'll have like a little line coming down here for the leg. So this one I'm going to erase here. I don't like the knee being bent that much. I kind of want this leg to come out a little bit. So I'm going to have it come out like that for that part of the lower leg there. And then we're going to draw the, well, that'd be, I guess, the shin line. And then the ankle coming up to the calf and meeting with a line there for a thigh. And then this one I'm going to have kind of bent back a little bit. So the shin, and then the ankle coming up to the thigh. See how they kind of cross over. I'll just do a couple little lines like that to show where my knees are. Alright, and then the feet, this foot, I'm going to have balancing on the board, and it's going to come out this way. So we got the top of the foot coming out like that. And then let's draw the bottom of the foot. It's going to come up to there, and then we're going to draw the heel coming up and meeting our ankle. A little bump here for that little bone that sticks out there on your ankle. And let's draw some of the toes. Just a little hint of the toes here. The little ones, and then the big one. Big toe. There we go. And on this one we're going to kind of have hidden by water that's going to be going over the surfboard. So let's do just some crazy splashing looking lines there. Maybe like a few little droplets coming off to show that we got water coming out there. And like some wavy lines for like the white cap part of it. Alright. And then I'm going to draw the bathing suit, and I'm going to have the top strap parts coming down like this from the shoulder down across to the chest and then up, and then have a meet here coming down and back. And then for the bottom of it, it's going to come down into like a V shape here. It'll come down to a V shape there, and up and around. See how it kind of makes a V? And a little line here for the chest. And now I'm going to draw the hair. So I'm going to have the hair just kind of out and wavy in there. No ponytails or anything. I imagine they're probably hard to deal with ponytails if you spill. Yeah, like a little bit of a wipeout. So her hair is going to be longer. And I'm going to have it kind of wavy like this. Just little wavy parts of the hair coming out there. And then have it curve back around that way. And then I'm going to draw her face. And I'm going to draw her eyes almost looking like they're closed. Kind of like just little lines. Maybe a few little eyelashes there. And that's mainly because she's kind of looking down to pay attention to what she's doing. And also, the sun's really bright, so it's making her squint a lot. Then we'll do a little nose. We'll do like a little U shape there for the nose if you want. And a smile. A little line for a smile. Maybe draw the upper and lower lips a little bit there. And her eyebrows. Just kind of turned up to show that she's enjoying herself, having a fun time surfing there. And then I'm going to draw an ear. And this one's covered up by her hair. Can't see that because of the angle we're at. And just a couple little lines here to flesh things out. So I'm going to draw a line coming in here, like a little U shape, and then another line coming up, and that's the collarbone there. And a little line here, a little line there to show where the arms can bend there at the joints. Kind of gives it a little separation, like our little lines for the knee. And now I'm going to draw the surfboard. And the surfboard, we're just going to have it kind of coming up from the bottom here. So I'm going to have it curve, oops, there we go, curve up. Kind of go out of the picture a little bit. And then come back down like that. And then her foot's resting on it here. And then the rest of it's going to kind of be covered up by the water. I'm going to draw some little lines here in the water. And then for the surfboard, just to give it some more shape, I'm going to draw a line coming around like this to show it's kind of show the thickness of the board. And then a couple lines going down the middle and curving back underneath of it, just to show how a lot of the designs are, where they'll have that line, the little line or dimple there that follows it back. And then usually right here they'll have a little line attached, so when they do wipe out, they don't lose their board. So I'm going to draw a little part here on her ankle, and then have that kind of come out. Draw a line that loops around and back to show where there's a bungee, or a little line there, I guess, connecting to the surfboard so she doesn't lose it. Alright, and to finish it off, let's draw our wave. So I have the wave kind of curling up over top of her. So we'll have I'm just going to draw one line just to give you the shape there, where it's coming up around. Just like that. And then maybe up here we'll do some bubbly U shapes here to show where we have the white cap of the wave, and some little bubbly shapes in there, some circles and U shapes. And maybe kind of add some more there, maybe have some spray coming off of it as well. There we go. And then just some more lines kind of falling around the wave just to show. Oops, had that one go through her foot. There we go. Yeah, try to be careful when you're having them meet where she's at on the page so they don't go through her, right? Or the surfboard. I got one there, went through the surfboard. So go ahead and take your time with this. If you have to pause it, that's okay. There we go. You can add some more little wavy lines in there if you like. You can do a sun maybe in the background if you want, or just a nice pretty blue sky. So I'm going to add some color to it now. And I'm going to try to do it quick. I think I'm going to pick something like an airbrush. I've been using something that's like a colored pencil for a while, and I think it does really well. But sometimes the airbrush tool will let me fill in color quickly, and I'm doing that mainly so that you're not stuck watching me color a whole bunch. So first I'm going to start with the water. I'm going to pick like a deeper blue for that. And I'm going to quickly, oh, there we go, I missed it. There's my airbrush. I'm going to quickly go in and put in some color for my waves. And I'm kind of, when you go to color it, kind of follow the lines of your water. So like don't go like this necessarily, but kind of go like this to follow the lines. And that'll like make it look like, see how like they're following the lines that I'd already drawn with my ink pen. See, just like that. A little bit here, and some right here. There we go. As we can put a little bit, it's like a shadow on our frothy part, the white cap part there. And I'm going to do a sky. I'm going to pick a different, lighter shade of blue for that, and fill in behind. There we go. And then you can kind of just, when you're filling in, just do your best not to, you know, kind of just do the same back and forth type thing. See if you can kind of do some loops, some circle type shapes while you're doing it to make it softer. And also for the part where like you want there to be shading like I did in the waves here, like press down harder where you want it to be darker, and then lighter where you want it to be light. So like I'm going to have it like darker here at the bottom of the sky, so I'm going to press down harder down here so that my line comes through darker. And try to use like circly shapes. There we go. Alright, now let's draw, or let's color in the hair. Let's give her brown hair. So I'm going to pick a brown that I like. And color that in quick. Lightly first. And maybe try to do lines that, you know, are kind of wavy. Follow the waviness of the hair that you've already drawn. And then I'm going to go in and press down harder for the parts that I want to have shadow. Maybe add some more hair in there by pressing down. There we go. And then let's do her skin. And she's like really tan from being out there surfing all the time. So I'm going to try to pick a nice tan color. Just lightly at first. And for her face. There we go. Just nice and light. There we go. I always do light first because you can go back and darken it in with color pencils or crayons or whatever you may be using to apply your color. In most cases, you can darken it in later, but you can't erase it very well. So if you do it too dark from the start, then it's really hard to correct that. You're kind of stuck with the darker lines. So now that I've done that lightly, I'm going to go in and do my parts where there's shadows, like the neck, and right here, the side of the arm, bottom of the leg, bottom of the foot, and the side of this leg. Alright, there we go. And now I'm going to do the bathing suit. Maybe I'll make that like maybe like a white with like green stripes. So since it's white, I'm going to do shading for the white part. I'm going to use a gray color. So I'm going to just do that like I'm pretending the whole thing is white. And then I'm going to go back in with a green color that I like for the bathing suit. And we'll do that. Maybe almost like a turquoise green. There we go. And I'm going to add some little stripes. Let's do one. Kind of like do what you when you do one strap, do the same thing to the other strap. So it's kind of uniform as you're going through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and you don't have to do the exact same number. There we go. And I'm going to color in the strap so it stands out better. So maybe I'll have that match your suit and do that with that same type of teal green type color there. And then the surfboard, I kind of like the yellow. Like I remember seeing a lot of yellow surfboards. So I'm going to do a pretty light yellow color for that. Go ahead and color it in lightly first. And then go back in darker for the shadow at the bottom. There we go. Oh, I forgot her strap. Or it's on her ankle. Let me find that green I used again. There we go. A little bit too much. There, that's better. Alright. So there is our surfer. I hope you enjoyed today's Let's Draw, and I hope to see you next time.